just want one human being, Frick! Just one! Bring it on!
The world of PlayStation VR has exploded with some of the most immersive, action-packed, and mind-bending experiences gamers could ask for. Talk about battling terrifying monsters, racing at breakneck speeds, or exploring distant galaxies. The PSVR and PSVR2 lineup has something for every VR enthusiast. In this list, we're diving into the 30 most played PSVR and PSVR2 games that have kept players hooked for hours. So, grab your headset, tighten that strap, and get ready for a wild virtual adventure. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome gaming content.
Something just doesn't add up. Be careful.
Oh no. Belgravia isn't what we were led to believe.
Red Matter 2. Strap on your PSVR2 headset and prepare for a mind-bending journey into the depths of space with Red Matter 2, a sequel that takes everything you loved about the original and cranks it up to 11. Set in a dystopian Cold War universe, you step into the boots of Sasha Riss, a scientist-turned-agent navigating the eerie, abandoned Volgravian bases in search of answers, and a friend in distress. But don't be fooled by the desolate beauty. Lurking beneath the surface are secrets that could rewrite the rules of reality itself. The gameplay is where Red Matter 2 truly shines. The jetpack is no longer just a gimmick. It's your ticket to thrilling platforming sections, letting you glide through breathtaking environments. Add to that a mix of environmental puzzles, physics-based challenges, and stealth mechanics, and you've got a VR experience that keeps you on your toes. Oh, and did I mention combat? Midway through, drones and turrets spice things up with some light but engaging firefights. It's like solving a Rubik's Cube while dodging laser beams. Intense yet satisfying. Decipher cryptic messages or hack into terminals. Red Matter 2 doesn't just immerse you, it pulls you into its world with both hands. If you're looking for a VR adventure that's equal parts cerebral and cinematic, this is it. SUBSIDE VR. Ready to take the plunge? SUBSIDE VR is your ticket to an underwater world so realistic, you'll swear you're scuba diving in the real ocean. This indie gem focuses on one thing and does it spectacularly, creating a serene and immersive diving experience. You're exploring vibrant coral reefs or gliding through sunlit shallows. The game offers a breathtaking escape into aquatic bliss. The gameplay is all about exploration and interaction. You physically swim by mimicking real-life motions, push and pull with your hands to glide through the water, or use upgraded gear like fins for smoother navigation. Along the way, you'll uncover hidden treasures, solve light puzzles, and even unlock unique experiences like a shark cage dive or whale encounters. Every detail feels meticulously crafted, from the lifelike aquatic creatures to the shimmering light filtering through the water's surface. Powered by Unreal Engine and enhanced for PSVR2 with dynamic shadows and foveated rendering, it delivers some of the most stunning graphics in VR today. Pair that with immersive soundscapes of bubbling water and distant marine life, and you've got a game that's as calming as it is captivating.
Ladies and gentlemen! Shit!
Resident Evil Village. Step into Ethan Winter's shoes, literally, with Resident Evil Village VR. A terrifyingly immersive survival horror experience that redefines fear. This PSVR2 mode isn't just a port, it's a full-throttle plunge into the snowy, monster-infested European village. Whether you're sneaking through Castle Dimitrescu or facing off against lichens in the woods, every moment feels more visceral when it's happening right in front of your eyes. The gameplay in VR is an adrenaline rush. The PSVR2 Sense controllers let you physically reload weapons, dual-wield pistols and shotguns, and even block attacks with your arms. You'll feel every heart-pounding moment as you barricade doors, solve puzzles by physically interacting with objects, and fend off enemies up close. The ability to dual-wield weapons adds a new layer of strategy and chaos, letting you blast lichens while keeping another foe at bay. The 4K HDR display brings the eerie village and its grotesque inhabitants to life, while 3D audio ensures every creak and growl sends chills down your spine. From Lady Dimitrescu's towering presence to the claustrophobic terror of House Beneviento, Resident Evil Village VR doesn't just scare you, it swallows you whole. Into the Radius 2. This game takes you to the terrifying and surreal Petrorsk security zone, a post-apocalyptic wasteland teeming with deadly anomalies, mutants, and mysteries. As a lone explorer, your mission is simple: survive, scavenge, and uncover the secrets of this haunting world. But beware, this is no walk in the park. Every step you take could be your last. The gameplay is a masterclass in tension and survival mechanics. You'll manage every aspect of your journey, from scavenging for supplies to maintaining your weapons. Yes, that means cleaning your guns and ensuring they don't jam during a firefight, because when you're surrounded by horrors, a malfunction could mean game over. Missions range from retrieving artifacts to eliminating threats, all while navigating deadly anomalies that can fry you in seconds if you're not careful. The new backpack system and improved map make inventory management smoother, but still satisfyingly hands-on. The pulsating anomalies, decayed landscapes, and chilling soundscapes immerse you in a world that feels alive yet utterly alien. So even if you're dodging enemies or probing electrical anomalies with tools, every moment is a mix of dread and discovery. It's survival horror at its finest.
I need to go after her. Their bodies arranged in some sort of ritual. Please, just let Yana be all right. What was that?
Metro Awakening VR. This game plunges players into the haunting depths of Moscow's underground, delivering a survival experience that's as gripping as it is atmospheric. You play as Serdar, a doctor on a desperate mission to find medicine for his ailing wife. But this isn't just a stroll through subway tunnels. It's a fight for survival against gangs, mutated creatures, and your own crumbling sanity. Every action feels tactile and immersive. You're cranking your flashlight to keep it alive, wiping condensation off your gas mask mid-journey, or carefully counting bullets by checking your clip. Stealth is key. Staying hidden in the shadows or using distractions can mean the difference between life and death. For those who prefer action, adaptive triggers on PSVR2 make every shot feel impactful, while scavenging for resources adds an edge of desperation to every encounter. The dimly lit tunnels, glowing anomalies, and eerie red lights create a world that's equal parts beautiful and terrifying. The sense of dread is palpable as you navigate radiation zones or fend off nightmarish visions. While occasional bugs and repetitive environments slightly detract from the experience, the game's emotional storytelling and immersive mechanics make it a standout VR adventure. Hellsweeper VR is a relentless, adrenaline-pumping dive into the depths of hell, crafted by the creators of Sirento VR. This roguelike action combat game challenges you to master weapons, magic, and acrobatics as you battle through demonic realms. Think of it as a high-octane cocktail of chaos, where every moment tests your reflexes and creativity. You're not just running and gunning, you're wall running, backflipping, and slowing time mid-air to unleash devastating attacks. The arsenal is vast. Summon swords, axes, or pistols, and combine them with elemental magic like fireballs or ice blasts. Want to get creative? Levitate severed enemy limbs and hurl them as makeshift weapons. Each run pits you against waves of enemies across 3 sets of levels, culminating in intense boss fights. And when things get overwhelming, your trusty Hellhound companion is there to lend a paw, or claw. The fluid combat animations and spell effects make every encounter feel cinematic. But beware, its freeform locomotion system isn't for the faint of heart. VR newbies might need their VR legs first. With co-op modes and endless replayability, Hellsweeper VR delivers a devilishly good time. Gran Turismo 7. Rev up your engines and prepare for the ultimate racing experience with Gran Turismo 7, a love letter to car enthusiasts and sim racers alike. Developed by Polyphony Digital, this 2022 masterpiece combines the series' iconic roots with cutting-edge technology, delivering a game that's as nostalgic as it is innovative. Doesn't matter if you're a veteran tuner or a rookie racer, GT7 offers something for everyone. The gameplay is as polished as ever, featuring the return of beloved modes like GT Simulation Campaign, Driving School, and special events, alongside newer additions like GT Sport Mode and the quirky Gran Turismo Cafe. Progression revolves around completing menu books, unlocking cars, tracks, and features as you race through challenges. The game boasts over 400 meticulously detailed cars and 34 locations with 97 track layouts, all enhanced by dynamic weather and time systems for added realism. PSVR2 support takes immersion to another level, letting you feel every turn and bump on the track. On PS5, GT7 shines with 4K resolution at 60 FPS, real-time ray tracing, adaptive triggers, and 3D audio that makes every engine roar unforgettable. Whether you're chasing gold in license tests or snapping stunning photos in Scapes mode, GT7 is a celebration of automotive passion. No Man's Sky. This game interstellar adventure that lets you explore a procedurally generated universe with over 18 quintillion planets to discover. Developed by Hello Games, this action-adventure survival game puts you in the boots of a traveler, waking up next to a crashed ship on a random planet. From here, your journey unfolds as you repair your ship, gather resources, and venture into the vast unknown. The gameplay is a sandbox dream. You can mine resources, trade with alien factions, engage in space combat, or simply explore uncharted worlds teeming with unique flora and fauna. The freedom is unmatched. Fly seamlessly from planet surfaces to distant stars, or dive into deep oceans filled with bizarre creatures. Combat includes fending off hostile sentinels or pirates, and upgrading your exosuit and multi-tool to survive harsh environments like scorching deserts or freezing tundras. For those seeking direction, you can follow the mysterious Atlas path toward the galaxy's center, or carve your own path entirely. With constant updates, No Man's Sky has evolved dramatically since launch. New features include multiplayer co-op, underwater biomes, customizable difficulty modes, and even massive gas giants to explore. It's a universe waiting for you to leave your mark.
Hate the city.
No way!
A helicopter?
Stride Fates. Fates takes the exhilarating parkour gameplay of its predecessor and injects it with a story-driven campaign set in the dystopian Aran city. You play as a chaser, a parkour-enhanced operative recruited by Skychase to navigate a world of gang warfare, corporate secrets, and forbidden tech. While the narrative may not win awards, it serves as a backdrop for the real star of the show: fast-paced, high-flying action. The gameplay is a thrilling blend of parkour and combat. You'll be running, wall running, swinging, and sliding through 12 diverse levels. The fluidity of chaining parkour moves together feels incredible, especially when paired with shooting enemies mid-air or grappling onto drones for cinematic slow-mo kills. Weapons like pistols, shotguns, SMGs, and even katanas add variety to combat, with upgrades available to enhance your arsenal. While stealth is an option in some missions, it's never mandatory, so feel free to go full action hero if that's your style. Though some levels shine more than others and AI can feel basic at times, the parkour mechanics are the heart of this game. If you've ever dreamed of a Mirror's Edge VR experience with added firepower, Stride Fates is your ticket to adrenaline-fueled fun. Resident Evil 4 Remake. The remake is a stunning reimagining of Capcom's iconic 2005 survival horror game, combining nostalgia with modern mechanics to deliver an intense and polished experience. You step into the role of Leon S. Kennedy, tasked with rescuing the US president's daughter, Ashley, from a mysterious cult in a remote European village. What follows is a gripping mix of action, horror, and exploration that keeps you on edge from start to finish. The gameplay has been overhauled to feel like a modern action horror title. Gone are the tank controls, replaced with fluid twin-stick movement that allows players to aim and move simultaneously, adding a layer of tactical freedom. The knife now features a durability system and can parry enemy attacks, creating high-stakes moments where every decision matters. Combat is thrilling, with options to stagger enemies for melee finishers, or use stealth to thin out hordes silently. Additionally, Ashley no longer has a health bar, but instead relies on improved AI for smoother escort sequences. The visuals are breathtaking, with dynamic lighting and weather effects that amplify the tension in dark woods or stormy nights. I mean, fend off ganados or explore eerie environments, the remake masterfully balances action and survival horror.
And there's no one left to tell us what to do.
So tell me, tourist.
The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners 1 and 2. The game drops you into the flooded ruins of New Orleans, where survival is a daily struggle against both the undead and the living. You play as the tourist, a mysterious survivor navigating the chaos of a city divided by warring factions, the Tower and the Reclaimed. With supplies dwindling and danger lurking around every corner, every decision you make, whether to help, betray, or fight, shapes your story. The gameplay is a masterclass in VR immersion. Combat is visceral and physics-based. You'll feel every stab as you brainwalkers with knives or blunt weapons. Scavenging is essential. You'll craft weapons, food, and medical supplies from salvaged junk. But beware, the ringing of the tower's bells summons hordes of walkers, forcing you to think fast or risk being overwhelmed. The game also features moral dilemmas that challenge your humanity. Will you save a stranger or prioritize your own survival? Picking up 3 months after the first game, Saints and Sinners, Chapter 2. Retribution raises the stakes in every way. New Orleans is even deadlier, with new threats like the relentless Axeman and an escalating war between factions. As the tourist, you'll face tougher choices and deadlier challenges while uncovering secrets that could change the city's fate. Gameplay builds on the original's foundation, but adds exciting new features. New weapons like the chainsaw and sawed-off shotgun turn combat into a gory spectacle, while nighttime exploration ups the tension with flashlight-dependent navigation that attracts walkers. Stealth remains crucial, but now feels more dynamic thanks to new tools like laser sights for precise shooting. The story introduces fresh characters and factions like the Dissidents, offering branching paths and multiple endings based on your actions. ARKEN is a visually striking and deeply immersive VR adventure set in the mysterious biochasm, a world blending organic and mechanical elements. As the Untethered One, your mission is to free this terraformed realm from the corrupting Hyperion, a robotic race threatening its survival. Along the way, you'll uncover the secrets of the Grand Arborist's disappearance while navigating a richly detailed world filled with danger, mystery, and choice. Traversal is dynamic, climbing alien structures with wrist-mounted pickaxes, swimming through hidden underwater caverns, and leaping across vertical landscapes feels intuitive and exhilarating. Combat shines with physics-driven mechanics that make every parry, slash, and shot feel impactful. Enemies are smart and adaptive, switching between ranged attacks and melee combat depending on your position. Weapon customization is another highlight. You can modify firearms for precision or power, or transform melee weapons entirely to suit your playstyle. Dynamic lighting and atmospheric effects enhance immersion, while collectibles like relics and data logs reward exploration. Though its narrative occasionally falters in emotional depth, ARKEN's tactile mechanics and layered world-building make it one of VR's most compelling adventures in 2025. Alien Rogue Incursion. The first full-fledged VR native title in the Alien franchise, developed by Survios, and boy does it deliver. Set on the frozen planet Perdon, LV-354, you play as Zula Hendricks, a colonial marine sent to investigate a distress call from a derelict research facility. What begins as a routine mission quickly spirals into chaos as you uncover dark secrets and face relentless xenomorphs in a fight for survival. Armed with advanced weapons and gadgets like motion trackers and Zula's Armat tablet, you'll navigate claustrophobic corridors and alien hives while solving puzzles to restore systems or unlock pathways. Combat is visceral. Xenomorphs are fast, deadly, and adaptive, forcing you to think on your feet. While some encounters are thrillingly tense, others can feel repetitive due to predictable enemy patterns. Exploration is equally rewarding, with chilling audio logs and environmental storytelling that deepen the lore. The sound design amplifies the tension with distant shrieks and mechanical groans. While it leans more toward action than horror, Rogue Incursion is a must-play for fans of the franchise and VR enthusiasts alike. Pavlov VR. is a fast-paced multiplayer first-person shooter that has cemented itself as a staple in the VR gaming world. Developed by Bankrupt Games, it combines realistic weapon handling with diverse gameplay modes, making it a must-play for fans of tactical and action-packed shooters. Often described as Counter-Strike in VR, Pavlov brings unparalleled immersion to the genre, now available on platforms like PC VR, Quest 2, and PSVR. Every weapon feels authentic, requiring manual reloading and precision aiming. So when you're pumping a shotgun or typing a bomb code in Search and Destroy, the tactile mechanics make every action feel real. The game offers a variety of modes to suit different playstyles. Competitive players can dive into Search and Destroy, while those seeking chaos can enjoy Deathmatch or deception-based trouble in Terrorist Town. For co-op fans, Zombie Mode pits you and your friends against relentless undead hordes. The active modding community takes it further by adding custom maps and modes, ensuring endless replayability. With its dynamic gameplay and thriving community, Pavlov VR is the ultimate VR shooter experience. WALKABOUT MINIGOLF is a delightful VR game that combines the charm of minigolf with the immersive magic of virtual reality. Available on platforms like PSVR2, Quest, and Steam VR, this game offers a relaxing yet engaging experience for players of all ages. Whether you're aiming for a hole-in-one or just exploring the whimsical courses with friends, WALKABOUT MINIGOLF is a must-play for VR enthusiasts. The gameplay is intuitive and physics-driven, making every putt feel realistic. Using motion controllers, you can swing your club with precision, while features like smooth locomotion or teleportation ensure accessibility for all playstyles. The courses are beautifully designed, ranging from serene seaside cliffs to fantastical underwater realms and even outer space. Each course includes 18 holes, and once completed, players unlock Night Mode, which adds challenging variations to the layouts. For an extra layer of fun, hidden golf balls are scattered across the courses, offering a scavenger hunt-like experience. Multiplayer is where WALKABOUT truly shines. Up to 8 players can join private rooms to compete or simply hang out while exploring the courses at their own pace. With its seamless mechanics, stunning visuals, and social features, WALKABOUT MINIGOLF delivers endless entertainment.
Too far on this journey. A million moments of calm and chaos.
Moss Book 2, developed by Polyarc, is a captivating VR adventure and the sequel to the beloved Moss. Picking up right after the first game, you rejoin Quill, the brave mouse warrior, in her quest to save the land of Moss from the mechanical arcane forces. This time, she faces even greater challenges, including a winged tyrant named Tylan, as she seeks to protect the magical glass that binds her to you, the reader. The gameplay expands on its predecessor with exciting new mechanics. As the reader, you'll guide Quill through beautifully crafted environments, solving puzzles and battling enemies. New features include weapons like the hammer for heavy strikes and the chakram for ranged attacks, each adding depth to combat and puzzle solving. You can now create vine bridges or use enemies against each other, enriching the interactive experience. The game also introduces more verticality with Quill's climbing abilities and hidden collectibles that encourage exploration. The bond between Quill and the reader is deepened through emotional storytelling and expressive animations, making every moment feel personal. With an extended runtime of 5 to 6 hours and improved mechanics, this sequel delivers an unforgettable VR journey.
I'm coming for you.
Hellsinger VR takes the pulse-pounding rhythm FPS gameplay of the original and cranks it up to 11 by immersing you directly into its hellish world. Playing as the Unknown, a condemned soul seeking revenge against the Red Judge, you'll blast through 8 levels of demons and angels, all while syncing your attacks to a heavy metal soundtrack featuring legendary vocalists like Serge Tankian and Randy Blythe. The gameplay is a thrilling mix of rhythm and arena shooting. You'll wield up to 4 weapons, each with unique ultimate abilities, and time your attacks to the beat for maximum damage and score multipliers. As your fury meter builds, the music intensifies, adding instruments and vocals to heighten the adrenaline rush. However, mastering the rhythm-based combat can be challenging at first. For those who struggle, a beat assist mode ensures accessibility without sacrificing fun. The game also includes torments, short challenges that unlock sigils granting gameplay bonuses, adding variety and replayability. Paired with haptic feedback on PSVR2's sense controllers, the immersive experience makes every beat and shot feel visceral. While minor issues like reloading mechanics and occasional environmental glitches exist, Hellsinger VR delivers a unique, head-banging thrill ride for fans of rhythm games and fast-paced shooters alike.
One of the guys is a dog. Who is a good boy?
Arizona Sunshine 2. Developed by Vertigo Games, is a sequel that dials up the zombie-slaying chaos with more humor, gore, and heart. Released in December 2023 for PSVR2, MetaQuest, Steam VR, and Pico 4, this VR-exclusive first-person shooter takes players back to the sun-scorched deserts of Arizona. This time, you're not alone. Your trusty canine companion, Buddy, joins you in your fight against the undead hordes. The gameplay builds on the original with significant upgrades. You'll wield an arsenal of weapons, shotguns, flamethrowers, machetes, and engage in visceral melee combat enhanced by a new mutilation system. Buddy isn't just there for emotional support. He's a vital ally who fetches items and attacks zombies on command. The single-player campaign offers 4 difficulty levels and can be played cooperatively with another player. For multiplayer fans, the Horde mode supports up to 4 players battling endless waves of zombies across various maps, with more maps promised post-launch. So when you're scavenging for loot or crafting explosives to thin out hordes of Freds, Arizona Sunshine 2 makes sure to deliver some action and dark comedy that fans of zombie games will love. Madison VR. This psychological horror game from 2022, designed specifically for VR platforms like PSVR2, MetaQuest, and Steam VR. Dubbed the scariest game ever by the Science of Scare project, this immersive experience puts you in the shoes of Luca, a teenage boy trapped in a nightmarish manor with an instant camera that once belonged to a serial killer named Madison. The game masterfully combines atmospheric tension, jump scares, and puzzle solving to keep you on edge for its 6 to 7 hour runtime. The core gameplay revolves around exploration and solving puzzles using the Polaroid camera. This tool is central to the experience. Snap photos to reveal hidden clues, trigger supernatural events, or even blind pursuers while escaping. The tactile act of shaking photos to develop them adds a nostalgic yet eerie layer of realism. With no combat mechanics, survival hinges on your wits and quick thinking as you navigate claustrophobic environments filled with shifting objects and unpredictable scares. The PSVR2's OLED display and eye-tracked foveated rendering enhance immersion, while 3D audio ensures every creak or whisper sends chills down your spine. Horizon Call of the Mountain. A breathtaking VR spin-off of the Horizon series, developed by Guerrilla Games and Firesprite as a launch title for the PSVR2. Set in the majestic yet perilous Sundom, this action-adventure game follows Ryas, a disgraced Shadow Karja soldier seeking redemption while investigating a mysterious threat to the world. Released in 2023, it showcases the immersive potential of virtual reality through stunning visuals and tactile gameplay. Ryas is a master climber and archer, scaling treacherous peaks with ice axes and navigating dense jungles. Combat is intuitive and thrilling in first person, with players using bows, explosive arrows, and other crafted tools to dismantle iconic machines like Watchers and Stormbirds. The crafting system allows players to assemble gear mid-gameplay, adding depth to the experience. The game also features Machine Safari, a scenic mode offering a guided tour of its lush environments. Haptic feedback and adaptive triggers enhance immersion, making every bowstring pull or machine encounter feel tangible. Scale cliffs or battle machines, this VR exclusive delivers an unforgettable adventure in the Horizon universe.
Stauf knows too much, but how?
Might be in danger.
Oh, pish posh.
If you've read anything about Mr. Stauf's dolls.
Tell me you don't believe in that gossip. There's no danger.
The Seventh Guest VR. Developed by Vertigo Games, is a stunning reimagining of the 1993 classic, now brought to life with cutting-edge VR technology. Released in 2023, this immersive experience takes players back to Henry Stauf's eerie mansion, where 6 guests once gathered for a sinister contest. As the player, you arrive years later, armed with a magical spirit lantern, to uncover the mansion's dark secrets and solve its intricate puzzles. The gameplay revolves around exploration and puzzle solving, with each room featuring challenges themed around its former occupant. For instance, Martine Burden's room includes puzzles involving mannequins and jewelry, while Hamilton Temple's room incorporates magic-themed challenges like using hats as portals. The puzzles are entirely new, but pay homage to the original game's aesthetic and themes. Solving puzzles not only restores the mansion's decayed rooms to their former glory, but also reveals ghostly scenes from the past through volumetric video capture, allowing you to walk around and view the spectral guests from all angles. With 6 to 8 hours of gameplay, the 7th Guest VR is a must-play for fans of mystery puzzle games and immersive storytelling. VENDETTA Forever. This game is a high-octane VR shooter that combines the best elements of super-hot VR and pistol whip, creating a unique, adrenaline-fueled experience. Released in 2024 for PSVR2, MetaQuest, and Steam VR, this game puts you in the role of an unstoppable action hero, moving and killing with cinematic flair. Its standout feature? The innovative LO kill motion mechanic, where every kill propels you forward by teleporting to your enemy's position. The gameplay is fast-paced and strategic. Each of the 60 bite-sized levels feels like a puzzle wrapped in an action sequence. You'll chain kills by grabbing weapons mid-air, dodging bullets in slow motion, and planning your moves to avoid dead ends. Levels range from pirate ships with flintlock pistols to saloons with single-shot revolvers, keeping the action fresh. The game also introduces modifiers for added replayability and online leaderboards for competitive score chasing. The soundtrack is energetic, perfectly matching the game's frenetic pace. With haptic feedback and adaptive triggers enhancing immersion on PSVR2, this is a must-play for fans of arcade-style shooters who want to feel like the star of their own action movie.
Let me tell you a little story. Batuu, the entire Outer Rim really is lawless.
Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, Enhanced Edition. Our next game is a must-play action-adventure VR game that brings the iconic Star Wars universe to life like never before. Originally released in 2020 for Oculus Quest, this enhanced version launched in February of 2023, exclusively for PSVR2, showcasing the hardware's immersive features. You play as a droid repair technician who crash lands on Batuu, a lawless Outer Rim planet. What starts as a simple survival mission quickly escalates into a galaxy-spanning adventure. You'll face off against the Guavian Death Gang, infiltrate First Order facilities, and even travel to other eras through Cecil Slack's legendary tales. These side missions let you wield a lightsaber as a Jedi, train with a Padawan, or even become the infamous bounty hunter droid. The gameplay is rich and varied. You'll use blasters, thermal detonators, and a multi-tool for combat and puzzle solving. The PSVR2 Sense controllers enhance immersion with adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, while eye tracking and foveated rendering deliver stunning visuals. Iconic characters like Yoda, voiced by Frank Oz, and C-3PO, Anthony Daniels, make appearances alongside new faces like Cecil Slack and Tara Ration. Skydances Behemoth, a dark fantasy VR action-adventure game developed by Skydance Interactive, the creators of The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Available on MetaQuest 2, MetaQuest 3, PSVR2, and Steam VR, the game thrusts players into the cursed Forsaken Lands as Ren, a lone hunter tasked with slaying towering behemoths to lift a deadly rot curse plaguing their village and body. The gameplay is centered on immersive, physics-based combat and exploration. Players wield melee weapons like swords and axes to strike, block, or parry attacks while managing stamina. A bow allows for ranged combat, and a grappling hook adds versatility by enabling traversal across vast landscapes or triggering environmental hazards. The highlight is the 4 massive behemoth boss battles, each requiring unique strategies to exploit their weaknesses. These encounters evoke Shadow of the Colossus-style gameplay but reimagined for VR, with mechanics like scaling creatures and targeting weak points. While combat feels satisfying and weighty, critics noted repetitive action between boss fights and technical issues like bugs and frame drops. Despite these flaws, the behemoth battles deliver awe-inspiring moments that showcase VR's potential for epic encounters. Pistol Whip. Developed by Cloudhead Games, is a genre-defying rhythm-based shooter that combines the intensity of an action movie with the precision of a music game. Winner of VR Game of the Year at the 2020 DICE Awards, it's available on platforms like PSVR2, MetaQuest, and Steam VR. When you're dodging bullets in slow motion or blasting enemies to the beat, this game makes you feel like an unstoppable action hero. The gameplay is simple yet endlessly satisfying. You'll navigate through scenes, on-rails levels, inspired by iconic action films, shooting enemies and dodging obstacles, all while syncing your actions to a pulse-pounding soundtrack. Dual-wield pistols for extra flair, or go melee with satisfying pistol whips that restore health and reload your weapon automatically. The scoring system rewards accuracy and rhythm, encouraging players to stay on beat for maximum points. With over 40 tracks, 2 cinematic campaigns, 2089 and Smoke and Thunder, and a robust modifier system, there's no shortage of ways to play. On PSVR2, adaptive triggers and haptic feedback enhance immersion, making every shot feel tactile. Whether you're chasing leaderboard glory or just having fun, Pistol Whip is a must-play VR experience.
Impressive. I'll admit, you made a good team on the battlefield. But don't forget, this is my mind, my war, my rules.
Synapse. This one is a PSVR2 exclusive first-person shooter that combines intense gunplay with telekinetic powers for a truly immersive experience. Released in 2023, this roguelike action game takes you into the surreal mindscape of Colonel Peter Conrad, a rogue operative plotting mass destruction. Your mission? Infiltrate his subconscious, extract critical intel, and stop his catastrophic plan. Using the PSVR2's innovative eye tracking, players can target objects simply by looking at them, allowing for seamless interactions like hurling barrels or throwing enemies into explosive traps. Weapons range from pistols to grenade launchers, while telekinesis evolves with upgrades like lifting enemies or catching grenades mid-air. The roguelike structure ensures replayability, as each run rewards you with revelations to enhance your arsenal and abilities through 3 distinct skill trees: weapons, telekinesis, and resilience. Critics praised its dynamic gameplay and immersive mechanics, but noted its monochromatic environments could feel repetitive over time. With voice performances by David Hayter and Jennifer Hale and a Hans Zimmer-inspired score, Synapse delivers an unforgettable VR experience that pushes the boundaries of the medium. Legendary Tales. This is a physics-driven action RPG that brings the thrill of dungeon crawling to VR. Released in 2024 for PSVR2 and PC VR, this game supports up to 4-player online co-op, offering an immersive and challenging experience for fans of fantasy adventures. With its Souls-like combat mechanics, skill-based progression, and vast arsenal of medieval weapons and magic, Legendary Tales is a must-try for hardcore VR gamers. The gameplay revolves around exploring dungeons, battling enemies, and mastering its weighty physics-based combat. Players can wield weapons like swords, axes, spears, and even magical staffs, each with unique handling and abilities. Combat rewards patience and precision. Spamming attacks won't cut it here. Instead, you'll need to parry, block, or feint to outwit enemies. Boss fights are a highlight but require strategic planning due to their difficulty and health scaling, especially in co-op mode. The game's environments include an overworld hub and handcrafted dungeons filled with traps and enemy variety. While the graphics aren't groundbreaking, the art style fits its dark fantasy theme. Enhanced for PSVR2 with 4K HDR visuals, adaptive triggers, and haptic feedback, Legendary Tales delivers an engaging VR adventure despite some rough edges and difficulty scaling. Developed by Triangle Factory, is a 5v5 tactical VR first-person shooter that combines the strategic depth of Rainbow Six Siege with the immersive action of virtual reality. Released in 2023, it's available on MetaQuest, PSVR2, Pico, and Steam VR platforms, offering intense close-quarters combat where teamwork and strategy reign supreme. The gameplay revolves around 2 teams: the Enforcers, SWAT-like attackers, and the Revolters, Defenders. In its primary mode, Defuse, Revolters must protect bombs while Enforcers attempt to breach their defenses and disarm them using EMP devices. Each round begins with players purchasing weapons and gadgets like breaching foam, cloaking devices, drones, or traps. The enforcers can rappel up walls or smash through windows for surprise entries, while revolters fortify positions with door blockers, motion sensors, and shock traps. Breachers excels in its immersive mechanics. Grappling and rappelling feel intuitive and exhilarating, while positional audio ensures you can hear enemy movements and coordinate effectively with teammates. The game also features offline modes like bot matches and a shooting range for practice, but thrives as an online multiplayer experience. The Light Brigade. Released in February 2023 for PSVR2, MetaQuest 2, and PC VR, this game challenges players to restore light to a world consumed by darkness. With procedurally generated levels, immersive combat, and a touch of fantasy, it delivers an unforgettable VR experience. The gameplay revolves around strategic gunfights with WALKABOUT 2-inspired weapons and spells. Players choose from 8 distinct classes, like Scout, Sniper, or Engineer, each offering unique weapons and abilities. For instance, you might deploy shields as a rifleman or cast poison effects as a hunter. Combat is physics-based and highly immersive. You'll manually reload weapons and carefully aim to take down enemies ranging from soldiers to wizards. Adding depth are magical tarot cards that grant buffs or abilities, and the roguelike progression ensures every run feels fresh. Death is not the end. You can reclaim your fallen soul to continue the fight or start anew. Enhanced lighting effects on PSVR2 elevate the experience further. Critics praised its tight gunplay and replayability, but noted occasional control quirks. The Light Brigade is a must-play for fans of roguelikes and VR shooters alike. Humanity. Released in 2023, you play as a glowing Shiba Inu tasked with guiding massive crowds of humans through intricate levels toward pillars of light, solving puzzles while uncovering a deeper narrative. The gameplay is intuitive yet endlessly creative. Using simple commands like jump, turn, or float, you direct throngs of humans across increasingly complex stages filled with obstacles, enemies, and environmental hazards. Later levels introduce new mechanics like swimming or shooting, and boss fights challenge your problem-solving skills. Optional objectives include collecting goldies, giant glowing figures that add an extra layer of challenge. Beyond the 90-plus story stages, a user-friendly stage creator allows players to design and share their own puzzles, ensuring endless replayability. In VR, the game becomes even more captivating as you tower over the diorama-like levels. Whether in flat mode or VR, Humanity is a thought-provoking and satisfying journey that's as much about guiding others as it is about discovering yourself. From pulse-pounding shooters to mind-blowing puzzles, the PSVR and PSVR2 have delivered some of the best VR experiences out there. These most-played games prove why PlayStation VR continues to thrive. Did your favorite make the list? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more epic gaming content. Stay tuned for more VR goodness, because the best experiences are yet to come.